Hi everyone, Happy New Year, Feliz Año Nuevo para todos. I know 2021 we have this big expectation, all these beautiful goals that we set up for ourselves. My goal this year, from all the years of training as a plant-based chef and trained nutritionist, is to help you make sure you attain those goals and they're not like this big lofty goals that you can't really do. I wanna make sure that you guys actually succeed. So today I'm gonna show you one recipe, but head over to my website. I'm gonna put a lot of content the next year. That's my resolution to you. It's gonna be sharing a lot of content based on wellness, fitness, and nutrition that are gonna help you achieve your goals, not only at the beginning of the year, but all the way through 2021. Today I have a great recipe that's super simple, you can make ahead of time, and it's one of my favorites. It's a sweet potato toast, and it actually includes no bread. So my favorite recipe includes Japanese sweet potato, and the reason why I love this one's a lot more than the typical orange sweet potato is because this one is a lot sweeter and it has a lot less calories. Now, this one to me also has a bit of a sweeter taste, but also is more buttery, if you will. So this one is a pre-baked sweet potato, and I did it at about 375 degrees for about an hour. And you wanna make sure that once you feel it out, it's soft, but not overly soft. And this is gonna be our toast. So again, like I said, this is all gluten-free, all plant-based, and very nutritious. We're gonna actually do two toasts. One is with mashed avocado and mushrooms that are already marinated, and I'll tell you guys the recipe for that. And the second one, it'll be avocado and just some tempeh bacon bits. And it's like super yummy. It still that has like smoky flavor, a little bit of tanginess, and a little bit of salty. So I'm gonna show you guys. I keep all of the potato, and this is more or less, even the ends you can keep. This is more or less the size that we want. Make sure that you don't break over to the skin, because I love potato skins. They're like super crispy and yummy once you toast them again. So after we have them all cut up, I'm gonna add a little bit of coconut oil on both sides. And I love coconut oil because it adds that great flavor to it. Some salt, some pepper, and we're gonna line them up. So our sweet potatoes are in the oven, and I have them at 375 for about 30 to 35 minutes until they're golden and crispy. In the meantime, I marinated my mushrooms, and they have 1 teaspoon of nama shoyu, which is the raw unpasteurized soy sauce. They have a tiny bit of tamari, which is the gluten-free soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, and 1 teaspoon of olive oil. And I've already basically kind of like put them in the pan for a little bit. Again, they have the oil already, so they're kind of crunchy and crispy, delicious. So for our guacamole or our mashed avocado, I'm gonna add some kumquat peel, and I'm gonna add a little bit of lime zest and lime juice. We're gonna add some chives and a little bit of basil, so that's gonna give it that aromatic flavor to it. Very easy and simple. And I like chunky guacamole or mashed avocado. We're just gonna mash very quickly. Again, I like chunky, so don't mind if I have a bunch of pieces that are bigger than the others. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of chives. Not too much, because we're gonna add some for decoration later. I'm gonna add a couple leaves of basil. And then we're gonna add a little bit of the kumquat peel and some of the lime juice. And we're almost ready to assemble our delicious sweet potato toast. So my potatoes are done, and they're delicious and crispy, as you can probably kind of hear. I wish you can smell it. It smells delicious. So I'm gonna go ahead and assemble it. And again, I said I was gonna show you 2 different kinds. So one is with the mashed avocado, kimchi, and mushrooms. And the other one is just the avocado and bacon bits made out of tempeh. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my avocado. The good thing about avocados is that they contain the good kinds of fat. So that's heart-healthy fat. And also with the add-on of mushrooms, mushrooms contain a lot of selenium, which also help with the replenishment of your liver. So this is a vegan kimchi, which I'll be sharing the recipe with you guys in another video. Kimchi just adds that very delicious tanginess to it as well. And we're gonna add some of our mushrooms. And you can add as many or as little as you want. And I also love the colors on this because it has, you know, the dark color of the mushrooms, has the beautiful green of our avocado. It has that reddish of the gochujang pepper on our kimchi. And that makes it such a beautiful dish. And I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of chives on top. And just because I have flowers in the garden, I'm just gonna add some flowers, but if you don't have flowers, totally fine. You don't have to. And these are violas, they're edible flowers. And I think they just make every dish very pretty. So this is our first one. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this to the baking sheet for a minute. And I'm gonna grab my next toast. And again, we're gonna go ahead with our avocado, load it up with the fat. And tempeh just has a lot of protein as well because it's made with fermented soy. And this one just has that smoky flavor, like I said at the beginning. This is super easy. And again, this potato toast, you can make it into anything you like. You can add almond butter and berries. You can make with some vegan cheese. You can make basically whatever you like with it. Okay, so this one is very easy and simple. Again, we're adding some petals in there just to make it pretty. And I'm gonna chop up a little bit of basil and I'm gonna add a tiny bit of sesame seeds to this one just to kind of give it a little bit of contrast in color and texture to it. And the basil is gonna contrast really well with the smokiness. Again, remember, you have the basil and the avocado as well, so that's just gonna come through. This is really nutritious for everyday breakfast. This is probably one, or even dinner. It's probably one of my favorite easy, quick go-to recipes if I have to whip up something really quickly. And again, you can make everything ahead of time, so you save a lot of time. So I hope you enjoy, have fun, and see you guys for the next recipe.